A tale of high school lovers. In the quaint halls of Diligence High School, where the scent of freshly sharpened pencils lingered and lockers clanged shut, two souls embarked on a journey that would forever intertwine their fates. Julie, with her chestnut hair cascading down her back, was a quiet force. Her eyes held galaxies of curiosity, and her textbooks were her closest companions. She sat in the corner of the classroom, a diligent observer of life, unnoticed by most. Julie had no friends, just her thoughts and the promise of knowledge. And then there was Julius, a boy whose laughter echoed through the corridors. His unruly hair defied gravity, and his eyes sparkled with mischief. Julius had watched Julie from afar, drawn to her grace and the way she cradled her books as if they held the secrets of the universe. One crisp morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of gold, Julius mustered the courage to approach Julie. His heart raced as he stood before her, his palms clammy. "Hello," he stammered, "I'm Julius. May I know your name, please?" Julie's gaze lingered on him, assessing this unexpected intrusion. She weighed her response, as if measuring the impact of her words. "I'm Julie," she finally said, her voice soft but resolute. "Wow," Julius grinned, "that sounds great, just like my name, Julius." He nudged her playfully. Perhaps fate has a sense of humor. But Julie was not one for frivolity. Her eyes returned to her open textbook, the equations dancing before her. "We could make a good pair," Julius continued, "you and I." She glanced at him, her expression serious. "I'm here to learn," Julie replied. "Not to pair up." Undeterred, Julius leaned closer. "We share the same classes: economics, geography, and mathematics. If you ever need help with geography, just let me know. It's my favorite subject." Julie's lips curved into a faint smile. "Okay, thanks." And so, amidst the chalk dust and the hum of fluorescent lights, their connection bloomed, a delicate thread woven between formulas and continents. Julius returned to his desk, heart buoyant, while Julie returned to her solitude, her mind already mapping distant lands. Little did they know that this chance encounter was the prologue to a story of love, laughter, and late-night study sessions. Diligence High School would witness their shared laughter, whispered secrets, and stolen glances, a symphony of teenage emotions set against the backdrop of textbooks and blackboards. The bell rang, signaling the end of the period, but for Julie and Julius, it was only the beginning. As the sun traced its golden path across the sky, the bond between Julius and Julie deepened. Their friendship defied the ordinary, transcending the boundaries of gender and expectation. Julius, who had always kept boys at arm's length, found himself drawn to Julie's quiet strength. She was more than a distraction, she was an enigma he couldn't unravel. Julie, too, marveled at this inexplicable connection. Why did Julius's laughter echo in her heart? Why did his presence feel like a warm embrace? She lay on her bed, her teddy bear nestled against her chest, pondering the mysteries of the human heart. "Let's watch as this movie plays," she whispered, wondering if fate had cast them as the protagonists. In the classroom, Julius scribbled notes, his mind weaving dreams of shared victories. He imagined acing exams, standing side by side with Julie, their names etched in academic glory. Julius was no stranger to friendship, but this was different. Julie was the equation he couldn't solve, the variable that made his heart skip beats. One sunny afternoon, during the break, Julie sat on the school field, her textbooks spread like a treasure map. Economics notes sprawled around her, she was determined to conquer the upcoming test. Meanwhile, Julius ventured to the school canteen, coins jingling in his pocket. He returned with a paper bag bursting with snacks, a feast for two. When Julie saw Julius approaching, her eyes lit up. "What's in there?" she asked, curiosity dancing in her gaze. Julius grinned. "Snacks," he declared. "We mustn't starve ourselves while preparing for the test." "But," Julie hesitated, "I don't like eating in school." "You must be joking," Julius teased. "For the whole 8 hours, you don't eat anything?" Julie nodded. "I'm used to it." "Well," Julius leaned closer, "you need to relax, girl. From today, you'll start eating during breaks." He pulled out a juice bottle and handed it to her. "Just drink, Julie." She sipped the juice, its sweetness mingling with the warmth of friendship. And then, as if the universe conspired in their favor, their classmates gathered around. The applause was a chorus of approval, celebrating an unlikely alliance. "Yes, Julie." "Yes, Julius." Their names echoed across the field, etching their story into the school's memory. And so, beneath the ancient tree, where leaves whispered secrets and time stood still, Julie and Julius made a silent promise. They would share more than snacks and notes, they would share dreams, fears, and stolen glances. Their friendship was a canvas waiting for colors, the hues of laughter, the shades of vulnerability. As the bell rang, signaling the end of the break, Julie glanced at Julius. "To be continued," she said, her voice carrying the weight of unspoken possibilities. And Julius, with a twinkle in his eyes, replied, "Always." The corridors of Diligence High School buzzed with whispers, and the air held secrets that danced between Julius and Julie. Their friendship had blossomed into something more, a symphony of shared laughter and late-night study sessions. Julie's mom, Sarah, noticed the change in her daughter. "What's the school feeding you with?" she asked, her eyes twinkling. Julie blushed. "Mom, it's just my friends. They're amazing." "Well," Sarah said, "I hope your results reflect that." And reflect they did. When the test results arrived, Julius and Julie stood side by side, their names etched at the top. They were the best students, the dynamic duo who cracked equations and mapped continents. Even the stern geography teacher nodded approvingly. "Study hard like Julius and Julie," he told the class, "and stop gossiping." Their relationship was the talk of the school. Whispers followed them down the hallways, and their names echoed in every classroom. But fate had more in store for them. One day, as the sun painted the sky in hues of orange, Cassie, a fellow classmate, approached Julius. Her eyes held a secret longing. "Julius," she said, "I like you so much. I've been trying to catch your attention." Julius raised an eyebrow. "Cassie," he replied, "I appreciate your honesty. But let's be clear, I have a strong bond with Julie. She's not just a friend, she's a good girl." Cassie's jealousy flared. The next day, she approached Julius and Julie on the school field, a bag of snacks dangling from her hand. "Look," she said to Julius, "I got these for you. Because I care." Julius's gratitude was genuine. "Thank you," he said. "I'll share them with Julie." But Cassie's smile twisted into a sneer. "No," she spat, "I bought them for you alone. Julie's just a gold digger." The words hung in the air, a poison that threatened to tarnish their friendship. Julius's eyes blazed. "Excuse me, Cassie," he said, his voice steady. "Julie is no gold digger. She minds her business and deserves respect. If you don't want me to share with her, take your snacks back." And with that, Julius and Julie walked away, leaving Cassie fuming under the ancient tree. Their footsteps echoed defiance, a testament to loyalty and the unbreakable bond they shared. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Julie glanced at Julius. To be continued, she whispered. And Julius, with unwavering resolve, replied, always. As the final exams approached, Cassie's heart harbored shadows. Jealousy, like a venomous serpent, coiled within her. She had devised a sinister plan, a desperate attempt to sabotage Julie. Why? Perhaps it was the way Julie's diligence outshone her own efforts. Perhaps it was the warmth of Julius's friendship that Cassie secretly craved. 2 days before the geography exam, Julie's textbooks vanished from her locker. Panic etched lines on Julie's forehead as she stood before her classmates, pleading for their return. But no one stepped forward. No one cared enough to help, except Julius. His unwavering assurance wrapped around Julie like a protective shield. Everything will be okay, he promised. I'll assist you. And so, they studied together, the boy who had once admired Julie from afar and the girl who had never paid attention to boys. They solved quadratic equations, drew intricate maps, and whispered secrets of geography. Their free time became a sanctuary of revision, a fortress against uncertainty. The final results echoed through the airwaves, announced on the radio with a flourish. The names reverberated: Julius Vega and Julie Dion, the best students in the history of Diligence High School. Cassie listened, her heart aching. Her name was conspicuously absent. She had failed, and the university doors slammed shut. At the dining table, her parents wore disappointment like heavy cloaks. Her father's voice cut through the silence. Cassie, he said, you failed despite the investments we made. Private tutors, prestigious schools, you had it all. Cassie's eyes welled with tears. I'm sorry, Daddy, she whispered. His anger flared. Next year, he declared, you'll attend a government school. No more pampering. No more soft life. You'll trek to school, and hardship will be your teacher. Cassie's world crumbled. She had plotted against Julie, nursed jealousy, and now faced the consequences. As her tears fell, she wondered if redemption awaited her. Could she learn from her mistakes? Could she find her own light amidst the darkness? Cassie's tearful confession echoed through the room. I'm a bad child, she admitted. I promise I'll change for the better. Dad, please forgive me. Her father's stern expression softened. We all make mistakes, he said. Learn from this. It was Julius who stood by Julie's side during the celebration party at her home. The room buzzed with laughter and clinking glasses. Julie took the stage, her voice steady. My success, she declared, is all thanks to Julius. He's been there from day one, helping with assignments, studying late hours when my textbooks were stolen. Julius smiled, his eyes meeting Julie's. And my success, he replied, is thanks to you. You kept me focused. Champagne flowed, and the two families embraced. The next year, they entered university together, their bond unbreakable. Graduation came, and Julius knelt before Julie, a ring in his hand. She accepted, and they married, surrounded by former classmates, including Cassie, who had learned her own lessons. And so, beneath the same ancient tree where their friendship had bloomed, Julius and Julie began a new chapter. Their love story, etched in textbooks and whispered across generations, became a beacon of hope, a tale of two hearts that had weathered storms and emerged stronger. And they lived happily ever after, with their 2 children, Eva and Donna. The end. If you find this story interesting, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos, and also like and share with others.